Today we are going to discuss about what is the purpose of writing a prompt to the AI model. How can we write a best prompt to the AI model, and what output? What are your expectations from that prompt? Are you satisfying with those expectations with the output whatever the model is giving? So that's all we are going to discuss in this session. So I'm Sunita, as my colleague Paz already introduced me. So I'm a research scholar doing research in deep learning methods for detecting cyber attacks. Also, I'm a trainer and head of academia at Generative Academy. And my passion about training is especially about generative AI, prompt engineering, big data, Snowflake. These are all the courses which I deal with. And I am from Generative Academy, where Generative Academy is the company which was established in 2016 in Singapore, which is head office at Singapore, which is led by Mr. Sriman Manamu. And we are Generative Academy. We are dealing with a variety of trainings, corporate trainings, B2B and B2C trainings all over the world. Especially our trainings are more at Singapore and Malaysia and India, Indonesia and Philippines and a couple of other countries also. Still, we are exploring our presence in multiple countries. So this is briefly about us. We are providing very high demanding skills in the market that are whatnot, IT, soft skills, and different fintech, edutech, L&D, HR, all these different domains, specialized, customized courses we will deal with. And today's agenda, we are going to discuss about prompt engineering specifically, how to craft a prompt, what are the principles we need to follow while writing a prompt, and what are the pitfalls or challenges while writing a prompt, how can we mitigate those challenges, and maybe we can also discuss some tools with hands-on. Okay, before going to start my actual topic, let me put a simple question to you all. You are seeing three prompts on the screen: example 1, example 2, example 3. A simple question to you all. I hope all of you are already using any one of or any of the AI models like ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, Bard, something, right? So keeping that in my mind, I'm asking this question to you all. If you are a prompt police, which one would you flag of these three prompts and why? Can I have your quick answer in chat? As per your experience as of now, how you are interacting with your AI model, that may be ChatGPT, Gemini, or whatever it is you are using. As per your experience, which among these is the, which one you can flag it and why? Which one you can vote for? I'm just expecting your quick answer in chat box, either example 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, 3. Anyone which is of your chance. No chat, no messages, no interactive session. Okay, no one is interested to respond to this question. Right. Okay, it is up to individual based on your experience, how you are interacting with the AI model. So you can flag it. Maybe somebody can feel the first one, tell me about marketing. That is more than enough to the AI model to get the answer. Somebody are thinking that the second one, example 2 is the best one. Write something interesting about banking, right? Or someone is thinking about third one, summarize this long email. So maybe it is purely depending on the uh, way how we are interacting with AI model will decide this answer, right? So what is the next thing we need to have in our mind is this only the way we can interact with the AI model, or is there any better option to interact with the AI model for the same questions? Definitely we have. With the help of prompt engineering, whatever the questions or whatever the prompts you are seeing on the screen, we can write in a more better way, more optimized prompt, right? So if I take that first one, tell me about marketing. So instead of simply writing one single sentence about just tell me about marketing, maybe if I ask the AI model more clearly by using context, by using some constraints, by mentioning my requirement exactly how I wanted to see the output. So if I mention all those points in prompt while communicating to the AI model, then that will be more good output you will receiving. So for that, you can see the next slide. You can see this. This is the optimized prompt for first example. You're seeing that optimized prompt. Act as a digital marketing strategist. So first, I'm making the model to understand the context. So in view of that context, I'm writing the first instruction to the model is act as a digital marketing strategist because my question is related to digital marketing domain. So I'm assigning a persona, a role to the model, then provide a concise or a report about so and so. A report or concise report or overview of current trends in B2B marketing. My focus is specifically on B2B marketing. So I mentioned that context very clearly and focusing on social media, right? My subdomain is again social media. Then SEO. Definitely, once we are having this social media nowadays throughout the world, everyone is using social media. So my content to be more more optimized one. So SEO based one, and AI tools keep under 200 words. So the length of the output, what I'm expecting, should also be within the certain limits, certain constraint. Okay, that is 200 words. So this is the optimized prompt for this first one. First example, tell me about marketing. Instead of writing very simple instruction, of course, maybe you can get output for the first prompt. This is when you are writing like this, but you just try to see right now. You just open your laptop. Maybe some of you are logged in through laptop already. Open ChatGPT or Gemini or Copilot, whatever you are using. Just try to execute these two prompts. First prompt, you just try to give this tell me about marketing. Observe the output. Then again, give the second one. Maybe I can give you in the chat box after this discussion, this second prompt, right? So once you are writing a clear instruction to the model, model will understand the context very clearly, and then there is a high scope of getting the efficient outputs. That is what where exactly the crafting of effective prompts will be matter, right? The same like second one, second example, write something interesting about banking. Instead of writing simple sentence like that, prompt like that, you just provide the clear context like financial historian and write me a LinkedIn post about 100 words sharing one surprising fact. See how keywords, usage of keywords also is very important while writing a prompt to the model, right? Surprising fact, that is a keyword for AI model about how banking has evolved in Southeast Asia over the past decade. So it is going to clearly provide you the report, whatever the question you are giving. So there comes the matter of discussion of this prompt engineering are the concepts, strategies, techniques, what we need to follow while writing a prompt to the model, right? So most of us nowadays, we are using different generative AI models. Maybe some of you are using Gemini. Okay, quick check with you all. Can you respond in chat box which AI model you are using? Is it Gemini? Is it Claude? Is it ChatGPT? Is it any other chat model you are using? Can you quickly message in chat box? Okay, somebody responded ChatGPT. ChatGPT. Thank you so much. Who gave the response in chat box? Thank you. Bing and DeepSeek also. Oh, that's great. Black box. Okay, for coding purpose, somebody ChatGPT. Most of us we are using ChatGPT. Yeah. Okay, that's great. So once you are having a good model with you, AI model, generative AI model with you, then once you wanted to interact and make use of that AI model for your office or day-to-day works purpose. So first you need to decide your the way how you can interact with the AI model. So what is the purpose? Why you are using that particular AI model? Somebody is using ChatGPT, somebody is using Claude. It is based on their convenient availability and the way how they are feeling with the model. It is good for their context. So that is purely depending on the personal ground basis. Then the second question immediately is how you are interacting with the model, and while you are interacting with the model, is the model is giving you the exact output what you are expecting or not? That is again another question you need to think about before interacting with AI model. So once you are satisfying with those outputs daily what you are seeing from the AI model, then maybe you can use that for your context, right? So from Gen AI to Chat GPT or whatever the model you are using, what next is prompt engineering. Definitely there should be a discussion about prompt engineering and the prompting techniques, how we can use those to interact or to communicate to the AI model. Yeah, nowadays, of course, it is not like 2022 or 2023 where generative AI models have been introduced, largely introduced to this model, to the end users. Earlier, people were using only text-based models, right? Only we are using ChatGPT for text generation kind of thing. Later, so many advancements, so much of research have been done on AI models, generative AI models, and nowadays, today's whatever the models you are seeing in the market are multimodal capabilities. Suppose if you take ChatGPT, it is also having multimodal capabilities nowadays. You can generate text, you can generate images, you can even you can generate audio by using some other models, you can generate videos, right? So whenever a AI model is able to generate different forms of output, not only text, then definitely it is a multimodal capability of generative AI. So how people around the globe are using this generative AI is specifically for text generation. In text generation, most of the users are using Claude, GPT based models, all OpenAI GPT based models. Not only OpenAI, some other vendors are also using GPT as the base model. So suppose if I take Microsoft 365 Copilot, then base model is the GPT, right? So GPT-5, Chat GPT-5, the base model is GPT. So all this text generation, most of the people are using Claude, Gemini, Chat GPT. These are all the models. Suppose if we go for image generation, of course, thousands of AI tools are available. AI models are available in this world, in this market to generate images and videos, audios, and all this. Based on the requirement and based on the usage of the model, we can use those. If you take image generation, DALI is the standardized one, like that Stable Diffusion, Mid Journey. These are all the different image generation models, base models. Later, people are using these base models and they are creating their own image generation models or apps, I can say, right? Then audio and video. Most of you are already experiencing, I guess. Suno is the very good one, and 11 Labs. 11 Labs is the one common place where you can generate different types of voice, music, audio, different types, even voice to text conversations, text to voice conversations. All these experiments you can do with these tools, AI tools. So these are multi-modal capabilities of generative AI, code generation, even code generation. Nowadays, no one is interested to write the complete code for an application. Simply they are using AI models to generate the code or to generate the framework first of all. Then later they are looking into that framework and customizing that framework. And data synthesis and augmentation also, and personalization and recommendation systems. Nowadays recommendation systems is a very big boom people are using with multimodal capabilities, right? So these are all the context where we can use different generative AI models with multimodal capabilities. Text generation, image generation, video generation, voice generation, all different capabilities of generative AI. So in view of interacting to those different models, many of the models are there. So in view of interacting with those different AI models, how can we write the prompt? What is the process? That is comes under the topic of prompt engineering. That is the way how a end user can interact with the AI model. So in view of that, what is exactly the prompt? So can somebody say in your terms what is prompt? Simply, how you understand what is the prompt in chat box quickly. Okay. Command. Okay. Yeah, it is a command. Yes, in your point of view, it is a command. Thank you. Thank you for responding. So, simply the context how we are using the AI model, based on that, you can define the prompt, right? But in general, we can say the prompt is a instruction or a statement or a command or a piece of text we can give to the AI model to communicate to the AI model in view of completing the task what you wanted to do with the AI model. Very simple. There is no hard and fast rule behind that. Very simple. The way how you communicate with the AI model, the way how you communicate with your friend, with your colleague, with me, with your instructor, with your parents, right? Same way how you can communicate with the AI model. That is what prompt. Then what is prompt engineering? Okay. What the prompt can, once you write a prompt to the model, what a prompt can indicate to the AI model in perspective of AI model, how a AI model can understand a prompt is it can understand that what to do by reading that prompt, what to do, how to do, and what tone, format, style the model can use. All these are the details we can mention in a prompt so that model can understand all this and respond to user's question. Maybe I can say a question also. A prompt is a question also, right? So it is simply a question or example or something, a formatting of a document or something, whatever the task you wanted to give to the prompt to the AI model, that you are giving in terms of a prompt to the large language model. AI model, when I'm saying, it is nothing but large language model. So the large language model internally can uh, process your prompt, understand your prompt, and can encrypt, decrypt, and some process is there. And then it is going to respond to the question accordingly. The output will be generated. So prompt will be given as the input to the LLM, and LLM can give the output in terms of a response. Then prompt engineering. So while communicating AI model to the AI model, while writing a prompt to the AI model, there are some basic guidelines. There are no policies or something like that, but simply basic guide how you are following English language learning process. So we are following some grammar, spellings, and all these things, right? Same way, while interacting with AI model, you need to follow some basic details, basic guidelines while writing a prompt to model. So this prompt engineering is the process or art and science of writing a prompt, crafting a precise input to the model. Maybe somebody is writing a very good prompt and getting very effective results. For the same prompt, somebody is trying to write a very large prompt and not seeing the affected output. So there comes the difference how the prompt is being processed and how the prompt is being given to the model. If you write same task, if you write a prompt, a precise one and very context based one and very clear prompt, definitely you will get clear outputs. Same task, if somebody is writing very long one and no context aware and no format followed. So if you write that kind of prompt, obviously you can't expect the good output from the good response from the model, AI model. So simply I can say it is the essential skills nowadays because everybody is using AI all over the world. So it is prompt engineering is the essential skills that bridges the gap between what you want and what the AI model delivers. So you can make your model to work for you by writing a prompt. Okay, that's so simple. And while writing a prompt, okay, what are the basic guidelines I should follow? by keeping these basic guidelines in your mind, if you write a prompt, then definitely always you will get a good response from the AI model. So in that, you can consider model parameters. So your prompts are instructions to the model, right? So parameter is again a concept in generative AI. Simply, I can say parameter is a variable which can hold some value. So that parameter can decide the behavior of the AI model based on your instruction. So if you use parameters in your prompt or in your environment where you are designing your prompt, if you are using any prompt optimization tools or prompt generation tools, then definitely you need to tune these parameters as per your context. Then definitely there is a high chance of getting good responses from the AI model. So what are these parameters indicating from a user to the AI model is, it is simply fine tuning, a bit of fine tuning, not completely. A bit of fine tuning can happen by providing parameter values to the model. For example, temperature is the parameter, right? So max length is the another parameter. Max length is the parameter which indicates the length of the output to the prompt, to the AI model in your prompt. Just in previous example, I showed 200 words LinkedIn post. 200 words is the max length. That is the parameter value. So if your prompt is having such kind of details, then automatically you'll get good responses. So those are all parameters. So a little bit of fine tuning will happen while writing a prompt to the model. So based on that fine tuning, the response will be. And prompt structure is another core concept you should consider while writing a prompt. That is length of the prompt and format of the prompt and style of the prompt, right? That definitely affects the response which you are getting from the model. So length is how much length you want. Is it 200 words? Is it one page? Or the style how you want. You wanted to write in some particular style. I wanted to generate my model to generate a poem for me on flower in particular style, right? Particular melody, words, or kind of a particular style, I can say. Then format, maybe you can ask the model to generate the output in terms of tabular form or in terms of JSON file or in terms of bullet points, listed format. So you just mention very clearly what you want exactly in your prompt. That affects the prompt structure, and prompt structure will decide the output of the prompt. And models architecture is also another one. Of course, it is the internal parameter for the AI model. If you take ChatGPT and all these models, latest models, what we are using, mostly follow transformer architecture, which enables the model to give you a variety of data, new data to be generated, and good responses as per the prompt will be generated. Right? So these are all the parameters, sorry, these are all the core concepts which behind the AI model, which decides the model's behavior and response. Then internally, if we go one step beyond this generative AI, internally, how it is the prompt what you are giving to the model, how the generative AI model is going to process that. Because definitely we have LLM, large language model internally to process your prompt, and prompt will be processed by the LLM model as per the training data, and then it is going to give you the response. So in view of that, some internal mechanism, this transformer architecture is going to follow some internal mechanism to give you the response, right? So there comes this LLM, large language model, is been involved. To understand that more clearly, a simple question to you all. Let us understand this. Your brain, as a human, we have our brain to think and act, right? So here, just see on the screen, I gave one sentence. The cat is on the, then some blank. The cat is on the blank. Can you please fill up that blank as per your idea? Just see the screen. I gave one sentence. The cat is on the dash or blank. Just fill up that empty blank with your word, whatever you are thinking it is suitable for this sentence. I'm just requesting you all, please read up this sentence and complete this sentence. Meaningful sentence. Make this as meaningful sentence with your guessing. We all here 28 members around. I'm getting only 1 or 2 responses. Instruction, okay, that is previous. Cue, okay. Table, cage. Right, very good. Somebody is responding. The cat is on the table. The cat is on the cage. Okay, I can say, I can consider table, right? So your mind is automatically guessing the next word, predicting the next word based on the knowledge what you have in your brain already, right? So maybe if I take the cat is on the table, yes, it is a meaningful sentence. The sentence is completed and it is a meaningful sentence. So how human brain is thinking to complete this particular sentence and fill up this sentence with the word next word table by predicting the next word table. The same way LLM is also to be responding to your prompts, right? So if your prompt is very clear to understand the context, the grammar, the words and the format, style, everything is clear, then automatically it will guess the next word very correctly, right? Based on its training data, automatically it will predict the next word and will display as the response for you. So there, the large language model is involving. Behind this large language model, neural networks is the concept which is using to guess this next word or predict the next word. And there, the content generation will be possible for this generative AI model, right? So, okay, in view of understanding the next word prediction, just now we saw that example, the cat is on the blank. Somebody can fill up with the table, somebody can fill up with the cat is on the road, the cat is on the wall, the cat is on the table, something like it is depending on your prediction, your brain prediction, next word prediction. So how that word prediction will happen inside this generative AI is, that is the concept called as tokenization, right? Next word prediction is comes under this concept called tokenization. Then why I'm discussing this tokenization? Even though it is technical topic behind this generative AI concept, what we are discussing today, we need to understand this while writing a prompt. That's the reason I'm trying to discuss with you, right? So what is token? Token, try to understand the token is a word. Maybe I can say it is a word. That word may be combination of characters, spaces, or some grammatical symbols, or some semantical symbols what we are using in a sentence. It is a combination of characters, all these other grammatical spaces or symbols we are using, right? So, for example, if you take that machine learning is powerful, I'm taking this sentence, machine learning is powerful. So, this is going to be divided into tokens, like machine is the one token, learning is another token, ease is another token, powerful is another token. So, like that, first the process of dividing the prompt, whatever the prompt you have given to the model is going to be divided into tokens. Then each token is been assigned with some number, that is called as embedding. That embedding is associated with some numerical value. Based on the weightage of that numerical value, the word prediction will be happen inside the large language model, right? How you guess just now the word table, wall, road, all this same thing will be happen with the neural network architecture, that is transformer architecture of the AI model, right? So if you want to just experiment how to how this tokenization will happen, let me show you. Yeah, here I gave a link. Just let me click on this link. I'm just giving this link in chat box. You can also try along with me. Okay, sorry. This is something, not link. right? So here you can experiment the tokenization, right? So just write a prompt here. The cat is sitting on the table. I'm just writing one simple sentence here. Once you're writing a sentence here, automatically it is dividing into some number of tokens. You can observe here. This is the OpenAI platform tokenizer concept here. So you just try to open this website and there you can type your prompt. Then you can understand how your prompt is dividing into tokens. So the THE, these three letters is divided into one token, and space CAT, four characters, one space and three letters, consider into another token. Like that, the prompt, whatever you have given, is considered into these many tokens. Here you can see 7 tokens, 31 characters. Then why? What is need to understand this number of tokens and number of characters is, while using AI model, you're writing a prompt to the AI model to get your output. Suppose if you're writing a prompt without having any, sorry, without having any knowledge about prompt engineering, how to write effective prompt, how to use the rules, basic rules while writing a prompt to the model, maybe that is going to use more number of tokens. So when you are using an AI model, the AI model I mean, it is having the capability of generating the text based on its capacity, right? That is, the capacity of the AI model is also decided by the number of tokens, how it is using. If you see GPT 3.5, GPT-4, GPT-4 Mini, you can check Claude or Copilot. You can check online how many tokens all these models are using. So the number of tokens each every generative AI model is using is decided the model capability, how it is going to generate the text. Suppose if you are writing a very big prompt, which is unnecessarily having some repeated words, repeated context, and you're occupying so many tokens, but output is not fitting to your context. So that is just wastage of tokens. Wastage of tokens is nothing but generating unnecessary tokens indirectly affects the GPU, that is computation power of the AI model what you are using. Unnecessarily you are wasting the power of AI model what you are using. So always keep in mind, you can write very clear instructions to the model and very concise instructions to the model, then obviously model will give you the correct outputs or the accurate output what you are expecting from the model. So this is where you can remember this concept of tokenization while using any AI model, while writing a prompt to the AI model, because the model capability is depending on the number of tokens it is using, number of tokens it is associated with while creating the model, right? Let me go back to the presentation. Yeah. So always try to, why tokenization is matters in prompt engineering is always you can keep the token limitation. So every model is associated with number of tokens. You can keep in mind and can use your prompt, right? That will decide the computation power of the AI model. And then prompt optimization. So if you write a very effective prompt and a precise prompt, that will automatically save the tokens and ensuring longer AI generated responses. And obviously it is directly depending on the cost efficiency of the AI model. The prompt engineering concept, how better you can write a prompt to the model, will directly affect the cost efficiency of the AI model. Because if you use a more number of tokens, automatically more computation power, right? Then how tokens and cost estimation or efficiency, how cost efficiency we can decide by writing a effective prompt to the model is, model selection strategy is the first one. Many of users directly they can write the prompt, whatever the simple prompt also they can use the very expensive models. For example, if you are already plus user, ChatGPT plus user, or else pro user, maybe Gemini 2.5 Pro user. So your task is so simple, but you are using very high-end model. So that is where the token utilization will be wasting. That is where it is the factor which is deciding the um, uh, cost efficiency of the model. So if at all task is very simple, try to use the base models and very I can say very downgrade to the cheaper model, maybe I can say, right? If the task is very complex, then you can use very standard model, which is having more number of tokens to use. That is what first one you need to consider while writing a prompt and while using a AI model. Model selection strategy is the first one. Suppose if at all you are using a powerful model, then you can use that powerful model for deep reasoning, creative generation, and complex problem solving. So for this context, you can use powerful models, very standardized models. If at all this task is very small, then you can go for cheaper models. Then using multiple models efficiently. Yeah. Suppose you are doing a very complex task which involves multiple models. Maybe you're generating text, maybe you're generating, or else you're using some external tools, plugins, and you're using image creation and some voice generation also there in the task. So in such a case, instead of doing all that complex task by one simple model, it is always good to go mixed of multiple models to do this one complete complex task. For image generation, you can use one better model. For audio generation, you can use another better model. Later, finally, you can compile your output, right? That is another good strategy while using a AI model. And space and token efficiency, of course, while writing a prompt, be careful about punctuation marks, white spaces, and don't use unnecessary white spaces or unnecessary punctuation marks. When and where it is required, then only you can try to use that. And try to use more structured way of writing the prompt instead of writing just like a paragraph, more structured way of writing prompt. And data minimization. Don't just copy paste the data, whatever you wanted to attach to the AI model. Instead of just copy paste, it is always good to see the data, what exactly you are, it is better for the context to attach to the AI model. Then only that data you can give as the input data to the AI model. Then prompt compression techniques. It is always good practice to use some labels or some delimiters. I can say delimiters or placeholders. You can use some placeholders, bullet points, all this kind of grammatical delimiters, grammatical things you can use while writing a prompt to compress the prompt instead of using more number of tokens, input tokens. So how best you can use input tokens, that best you can get output, right? So delimiters, I can say, if I say delimiters, how can you use delimiters? For example, you wanted to discuss 3 points, 3 topics. So instead of writing just like that, you can mention those 3 topics in terms of a bullet points or list, right? And if you have some important text to be attached as the data to the prompt, always better to enclose the text in brackets or double quotation marks, or if it is code part, if you want to attach to the AI model prompt, then triple single quotation marks. So all these are delimiters and placeholders we can use in writing a prompt. Maybe I can say one best thing for you here while writing a prompt. You can follow the delimiters. Easy for you to understand. Use hashtag. One hashtag will indicate if you write hashtag followed by a word, that means that word is a heading. Heading means the AI model will understand, okay, this is the heading, right? If you use 2 hashtags followed by a word, then model will understand that word is a subheading. Same like HTML, how you write H1, H2, H3 tags. Same like that here. Hash symbol you can use to mention heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. One hash symbol indicates AI model that it is a heading 1 or main heading, then subheading 2 hash, then again subheading 3 hash symbols you can use. Suppose if you want to mention one word to highlight in the prompt, model to understand that word is to be highlight or bold, then you can enclose that word in star, 2 star marks, right? So these are some delimiters we can use while writing a prompt, and prompt the AI model will understand by reading that prompt. Okay, this is the heading, this is the subheading, this is bold means some importance, some keyword it is. Like that, the model will understand. These are the best techniques we can use while writing a prompt: delimiters, grammatical symbols, and braces, double quotation marks, triple quotation marks. All these are. And coming to how we can write an effective prompt, then we can see this. These are the steps we can follow to write an effective prompt to the any AI model, whatever the model you are using. Just uh, try to follow this. These are the steps you write while giving a prompt to the model. First, assign a role, right? It is always good to indicate the model to be for that particular instance of time, the model to be in that particular persona or role. Assign a role to the model. That is nothing but role based prompt it is. So model will act in that role for that particular context. So assign a role, then provide context. Very clearly, you should mention what exactly the context of that particular prompt you are giving to the model, and be specific. Of course, we can provide the context. When we say provide the context, don't write pages of prompt to the model. Be specific. Be specific and be clear in your instruction to the model. Mention length of the output. Good practice, mention length of the output or format of the output. Maybe your output you are expecting in terms of a tabular form, or some Word document, or PDF document, or some sheet, or bullet points, or paragraph, or LinkedIn post, something like whatever the target format you want, you just mention the target format and length. 200 words LinkedIn post. So you're very clear in the maximum length, whatever you wanted in that LinkedIn post. Then consider audience. So always good to make the model to understand to what kind of audience or what kind of context you are writing this prompt. So consider set of audience. Suppose you are writing fintech domain. The question is related to fintech domain or edtech domain, L&D, HR. So different domains. You just mention target audience. That is always model will understand the target domain and will respond. And use simple language and natural language instead of writing some complex words in your prompt. Always try to give simple language. These are the steps we should follow while writing a prompt to the model. Then while writing a prompt, after keeping those steps one by one, first we should assign a role and all these things. Then you can just remember, be clear in the instruction. Don't write ambiguity. Don't make the system to confuse by your instruction. So be clear in your instruction, avoid ambiguity, and reduce the confusion to the model. And the role framing, yes, we know if you give a role to the model, obviously model will be fit into that particular role for that particular instance of time, and then will respond the result to you. So here you can see, you can find the example prompt. For example, clarity. How can I write the very simple and clear instruction is very simple. Here you can see this. List 3 pros and 3 cons of remote work in bullet points. My topic context is remote work. Output format, what I'm asking is 3 bullet points, right? 3 pros and 3 cons. And very clearly, I'm mentioning pros and cons. Both I need. And list I'm mentioning. So it is, the instruction is very simple and clear and very specific to the model. Then role framing. You are a financial advisor. Suggest a diversified portfolio for a beginner investor. So very clearly assigning a role, financial advisor, and you are asking a suggestion for a beginner investor. And contextual grounding, provide clear context, right? So based on this policy document, you're providing some policy document as the data to the AI model. That is the context it should understand, and summarize the changes in the health coverage. And explicit formatting, what exactly the formatting structure you want, right? That explicit formatting, three short paragraphs, use a simple language. This is explicit formatting you want in your output. Then few short examples. This is a very good strategy we should follow while writing a prompt to the model. That is, few short means you need to provide more than two or more than two examples to the prompt before getting answer from the model. Suppose example one, so and so, example two, so and so, example three, you just ask, by considering above two examples, how can you give the third one as the output? So you just provide some context in terms of example to the model, and you ask the model to give you response for the third one in the same way as the above. So that is a very good strategy to make the model to understand the context very well by reading those examples, and, and respond back to you in the same format. Okay, right. So once you understand the design principles, prompt design principles, then you can use the model, whatever the model you can decide, and then you can use the uh, model to write the prompt and get the outputs. So while writing a prompt, we have some techniques. We can say prompting strategies or prompting techniques. There are many frameworks and techniques and strategies available. But if I say the standardized one, I can name a few of those prompting techniques. Zero shot prompting, few shot prompting, chain of thought, then biased prompting, style prompting, symptom prompting, self-refined, tabular chain of thought prompting, tree of thought prompting. These are all the different techniques. But for an end user who is not more technical or not more into very standardized model, few of these techniques are useful. But somebody who is using very deeply a more standardized model and very deeply and development side or fine tuning the model, then most of these techniques will be useful. Okay, let me show you one quick demonstration. Right. I hope you are all seeing my ChatGPT window.
Yes,
Am I
ma'am,
right?
it's visible. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So you just see the prompt which I gave to the ChatGPT 5 here. I just wanted to create an image. So I write a prompt like this, a realistic high resolution image of a young boy. I'm very clear about context, what I wanted to get the output. A realistic high resolution image. You should be very clear the way how you wanted to see the output image, right? Young boy performing multiple yoga poses outdoors on a mat. The boy is wearing a calm colored yoga outfit. So how deeply we are considering the surroundings of the image and color settings, everything. So if you very clear in your instruction to the model, then definitely the output should be more clear. So this is the prompt which I write to the model. If you want, maybe I can give you in the chat box the same prompt. I think already I gave you, right? Let us see now how the model will. Okay, let me add this. In ChatGPT, we have this plugin called Create Image. Specifically, when you want to create images, you just click on this plus symbol. There you have Create Image option is there. You just select that and write the prompt. So that automatically it is going to create you the image for the given context. So this is the way you can write prompts in view of getting the clearer and more specific outputs, right? Meanwhile, while generating this, of course, it will take some time to generate the output. You can see some other examples. Yeah. So positive and negative prompting is also another scenario we can use, another technique we can use. For example, if you see this, first prompt, you are a sustainability expert. Generate a list of 5 feasible strategies for a small business to reduce its carbon footprint. Of course, the prompt is very clear. Whatever the prompt we have here, the prompt is very clear because we have assigned a role. You are a sustainability expert. Generate a list of 5 feasible strategies. Very clear in my output format also. For a small business, I'm providing the context also to reduce its carbon footprint. So instruction is very clear, but sometimes there may be a requirement for the user to mention some negative, the one which should not include or the one which should not consider in the output. That is also very much required. So if I write this prompt, if I give this prompt to the model may give you the plan for your business, small business. You are mentioning it is a small business, but if the model will give you the output which is not fit into your budget, obviously that plan will not work out for us, right? So in such a case, it is always good to mention what not to include also. That is nothing but negative prompting, right? What not to include. So I don't want to cross the budget limit, so and so budget limit. So don't cross this budget limit. You can mention that very clearly in the prompt. Now see the second prompt. You are a sustainability expert. Generate a list of 5 feasible strategies for a small business to reduce its carbon footprint. Of course, that is very nice up to that. Then later, we also included do not indulge. This is what very important here. Do not include suggestions that require an initial investment of more than $10,000, or don't include any specialized technical expertise. So these are my limitations as a small business owner. So that's the reason I just want to include this as a prompt, part of the prompt to the model, so that model will understand more clearly. This is another strategy you can use while writing a prompt. Include what not to there in your output also. Good thing. Then another one is prompt iteration. Of course, most of us, we are practicing this daily, doing this daily. First, we are writing a prompt to the model. Whatever the output you are receiving, maybe you are not satisfied with that output. Then what you will do generally? Obviously, we can refine the prompt. We will revise the previous prompt, and we'll better improvise that previous prompt, and we'll try to give the model to see the output. So like that, again and again in iteration, you can give the prompt until you get the correct output or required output as per the question what you are giving. So that is another technique we can use while writing a prompt. That is nothing but prompt iteration, right? Of course, names are not important, but the technique what we are using is important here. Then one-shot prompting is another technique. One-shot prompting is when you provide a model one example and you're asking the model based on that example, you should respond. Model should respond. So that is another good practice, like few shot prompting. Just beginning of this class, I discussed few shot prompting, right? So few shot prompting, one shot prompting, same kind of family of prompting techniques. Only thing is, in one shot prompt, we can provide only one example, whereas in few shot prompting, we can provide multiple examples to the AI model in a prompt. Then model will understand more about the context by following multiple examples and will respond to you very effectively, right? This is one shot prompting and few shot prompting. And constraint based prompting is also another technique. What is constraint based prompting is sometimes we may have some restrictions, like negative prompting, what not to include. Like that, we do also have some conditions, right? So to mention those conditions, we can write the prompt like this. You are a marketing copywriter, assigning a role. Very clearly, you are assigning a role. Write a promotional message of our new AI powered productivity app called so and so. And requirements. What are the requirements and conditions I'm giving here in terms of these requirements? Keep the message in 50 words. Include at least 2 relevant emojis. Include one hashtag and make it sounds energetic and inspiring. So this is so very clearly you are mentioning to the model what exactly to be included and what exactly to not included. Conditions. What are the conditions you have to get the output? So this is constraint based prompting, right? Meanwhile, let us see what is the output we got. I'm sorry, generate the image because this content policies. Okay, don't know why it is. Right. Okay, no problem. So constraint based prompting is another one, another example. Then you can see the many different prompting examples. Okay, few short prompting example. So few short is you can provide some context to the model in terms of some examples. Let me write one simple prompt, which is to demonstrate few shot prompting because which is very much useful to most of the end users. Okay, let me write. I'm back to ChatGPT window again. So here is the prompt. You are a sentiment classifier. I hope you are seeing ChatGPT window. And here the prompt is, you are a sentiment classifier. Classify each customer message as positive, negative, or neutral. Simple sentiment analysis task. We are giving AI model. This task is to analyze the sentiment. Respond only with the sentiment. Examples. All this is the part of prompt only. Example, see what example we are providing here. Message. For clearly, I'm mentioning message within double quotations. I love the new mobile app design. Sentiment result is positive. For this message, the result is positive. Sentiment analysis is positive. Second example, your support team is very slow to respond. So sentiment analysis is negative. So example one, example two. Then another example, I used internet banking yesterday. That is neutral. The sentiment analysis for this statement is neutral. Now, after providing these three examples, now we are asking the question to the model. What is that? Now classify this message. Why was I charged twice for the same purchase? This is the statement which is given to the AI model. Now AI model should analyze this and give you the sentiment analysis of this statement, whether it is positive, negative, or neutral. Based on this examples, it will analyze and provide you the output. Let us see what it will give us. Negative. See, very simple output. Negative, because it is clearly understanding all these examples, and then based on that it is analyzing the statement what you have given as a question to that and give you the answer. This is called as few shot prompting. Okay, so like this we have multiple prompt engineering techniques. By following those guidelines, by incorporating those techniques and strategies while writing a prompt to the model, definitely you will get more accurate and more efficient results to the results as per the context what you are expecting. Okay, let me just, okay. Now, let me just show you. Okay, one simple last question to you all. I hope you are all with me. You're all here. Okay, just give your response in chat box that how many AI models are existing in this market as of today. I'm just asking your expectation, not exact number. I'm just asking your expectation. And my question is very clear. How many AI models are existing in this world or in this AI market today, which are official, commercialized, and in use, in active state? Can you guess that number and give me answer in chat box? Maybe you're already using approximately 5 to 10 models, many of us interacting with those models. My question, once again, I'm asking you, how many AI models are existing as of today in this world? And those models are official uh, and active and which are commercial in use. Any guess? Because you are most of the time you are interacting with the AI models, right? Nowadays, for a simple task, open ChatGPT, open Gemini, open Claude, maybe 20 plus models. Somebody answered. Okay, thank you so much for your answer. 20 plus models. Any other? Okay, let me tell you. Not let me tell you, let me show you. We will see. I also don't know because today is live data. What it is, I don't know. So let me see and tell you how many. Okay, this is the website where you can check how many models are existing as of today, which can be used for the commercial purpose or for productive purpose, which are official, right? See this 500 and are you able to see this window, open router window? Pass, are you able to see my open router window, the another
Yes, ma'am.
website?
Yes.
Okay. See this 568 models are
568,
existing
ma'am.
as of now. So you can check this website. Live data will be there. You just check all these models. What are all these models? Sherlock and OpenAI GPT 5.1, Codex. Codex is the chat GPT model, which is for coding purpose especially. So like that, many Quen, Grok. Grok is Mistral. Grok is the, I think, very trending model. Let us see which is the trending model. So if you want to see the trending model, you just go for sorting and then see, okay, context, pricing, throughput based on this top weekly. Weekly, you can see in this week, Grok, yes, Grok, Cord Fast 1, XAI is the model which is more trending for this week. Anthropic, then Google Gemini 2.5 Flash. So, like that, you can get the live data and you can also see the rankings in terms of um, visual representation, rankings of these models in visual representation. See, this is the representation of the, I mean, leaderboard of the all these AI models. There you can see top today, which are the models, AI models top today. These are the AI models top today. This data is November 18th. This is 2024 onwards, October 20. And this is for, yeah, this is November 17th, today's data. Last one, I'm just checking last one, this one. Yeah, November 17th. Grok code fast one is the highest model which is using by many users and others multiple AI models. Others is nothing but multiple AI models. After Grok, Claude is another one, then Gemini, then followed by other models. So you can check this live data. Even you can chart these different models here, and you can see the enterprise variation of these models. All these are possible here in this website. Of course, still many things to discuss, but my time is done already. Paz, I'm done with my time, right?
Yes, ma'am. Time,
Yeah.
time is up.
Okay. So this is what for today discussion. Of course, only basic things I discussed today. Like these tools, we have many tools, multi, hugging face, then prompt layer, prompt perfect, prompt optimization tools. So many tools we can use and we can learn how better we can write a prompt to the AI model, right? So let me stop here my discussion and I just want to hear from you. Any questions or any discussions you want to share with us?
So anyone, do you have any questions? So let's take this moment to ask questions from our trainer. Is there anyone? I think we don't have any question, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you so much for joining and engaging with us tonight. So to process your e-certificate, please make sure you have completed and submitted the feedback form. And also, we truly appreciate your participation tonight. Wishing you all continued success and growth, and see you all in our next learning event. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending this session. And definitely, this
Thank
will be
you.
helpful to discuss more. Yeah, thank you. To discuss more about these prompt engineering techniques, of course, we do have a 2 day customized public class course is available with us. That is a GSDC certification course. You can get the prompt engineering certification from GSDC. That course is available with us. If anybody is interested to learn about prompt engineering, you can contact any of our admins, or directly you can straight away book from Garanto website also. Any doubts or any questions, please feel free to contact us. Here also now I'll open for 2 more minutes. You can ask me any doubts or any questions or any sharing.
Before we end this session, we have a final group photo. Anyone? I would like to request to open your cameras. We'd
Yeah, it
really
would be good.
appreciate if you could turn on your cameras for a moment so we can complete our group photo. Thank you so much.
John, you're nice. You're handsome only. No
Yes.
need to worry.
Hold on a moment. Okay, another. Hold on. Okay, another last one. Oh, we'll turn on to the next page. Hold on a moment. Okay, that's it. So thank you so much, everyone, and have a nice evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Paz.
Thank you. I'll end the session now. Thank you. So anyone who already accessed the attendance form, the feedback form, and go through the certificate link. Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye, Ma'am Sunita.
Bye, Paz. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.